Yes, hello everyone. This is Patrick once again, and in this video, we are going to learn how to use the Excel functions. And these functions we are going to learn. We are going to use functions like calculating the total, calculating the highest scores, calculating the lowest scores, calculating the average, among others. Now, I have some work here that we are going to use to deal with our functions. Now, when you look at all these results, we are going to calculate the aggregates, we are going to calculate the total, we are going to calculate the average, the total aggregates, and the position, basing on the questions that we have here. So this is our question that we are going to use to deal with all these functions. And when you look at the total aggregates, we are going to base on this criteria that you're seeing here. So we are going to base on those who scored 93 up to 100, they will have a D1. Those who have 75 to 92, they will have a D2, and others as indicated in our criteria here. Now, we are going to begin from calculating the total, and to get the total, we are going to sum up all these numbers according to the scores. Say the scores for English, for mathematics, for science, and SST. So we are going to enter the formula here that is going to give us the total of these four scores, all these four subjects. Now, when we are entering the formula, we always begin with equal signs. So we begin by typing the equal signs, and we type sum. We open the brackets. Then the numbers that we are going to add in the range. We have this number, we have this number, and this. So we put the cell address of this number, and then we put a comma, the cell address of this, the comma. Reason why we are putting a comma is because we are skipping some blank columns or columns without numbers. So in order to skip them, we always put a comma. We have this one and this. So these are our cells that contains numbers which we are including in our function. So after that, we close the brackets and we press the enter key. So when we press the enter key, we'll have the total for the first learner, which is this total. Then after getting the total, we have to auto fill down to get the total for the rest of the learners. So now drag up to the last learner. So this is our total for each learner. So this is the formula that we use to calculate the total, and it can be put here for those who can be able to. So this is the formula we have used to calculate our total. Then let us look at the average. To calculate the average, we do also click in the cell and say equals average. We open the brackets, the cell address that contains numbers. So we have this. We put a comma, this one, comma, this, and we close the brackets. So when you press the enter key, we'll have the average still for the first learner. Like we did to this, we still autofill down to get the total for every learner. This is our average according to our function. We can as well also put it here. for easy identification, this is our average that we have typed in our spreadsheet. Then let us now look at calculating the position. Now, when we are calculating the position, we always use the rank formula, and to calculate the position, we always use a reference called absolute difference. And in Excel, an absolute difference is a reference where we add the dollar sign before the column letter and the row number. So we are going to see how we deal with that. But we have been talking about absolute, mixed reference, and relative reference in the previous video. So if you want to learn about how to use the absolute reference, the mixed reference, and the relative reference, you can visit the channel and look at or download some of those videos that teaches how to use the absolute difference. So we are going to use it again to calculate the position. So again, come here and say equals rank. We open the brackets. Now our reference number, we are going to base on their total scores to get their positions. So we click in this, and then we put a comma. Then the order of all these numbers. So we start from this up to down as the range, which means we start from this number up to the last number here. Then after that, we put a comma, and our positions are going to be given that the one who has the highest total or with the largest total is position number 1, which means we are going to represent it with a 0. Then after that, we close the brackets and we do put the dollar signs as we have been doing in the previous videos, and then we press the enter key. So this is given position number 3. Let us look at others down by auto-filling down. So this is our total, our positions basing on our formula, and you can see this one is number 1, number 2 is this. It is based on the total according to our formula. Let us again put it like we have been doing the other ones. So this is our formula that we have used it in our Excel sheet, and that is our position. Then let us see how to deal with the aggregates. And as you said, in the aggregates, we are going to use the if function. Now to use this if function, we always base on the reference number according to the function. So we put equal signs and say if, we open the brackets. Now after opening the brackets, they are asking for the logical test value. The logical test value is that value that we are going to base on to return the record, either the number is true or the number is false, as you see these two options. So the function caters for either the value is true or the value is false. So in this case, we are going to use this as our logical test, and we say that if the score in English is above, and this is now where we come to our criteria. That's why we have this criteria here, such that we can base on it to get the aggregates. So those who scored 93, what will they score? They will have a D1. So which means we have now looked at those who scored above 93. How about if they have not scored above 93? So we'll put a comma and we still say if. Still our logical test value is this value here, which will be above. The number is 75. We put a comma What will they get? Those who scored above 75, we give them a B2. We put a comma, we still say if, in brackets, the logical test value above the next number is 70. So those who scored above 70, they will have a credit 3. Put a comma again, if the logical test value, and this is still above, and we use 65. Those who scored above 65, we are giving them a credit 4. We put a comma, we say if, open the brackets, logical test value, still above, and we are on 60. Those who scored above 60, what will they get? We are giving them a credit 5. We put a comma, we still say if, open brackets, logical test value still above 50. We put a comma. These ones are given credit 6, comma, this is above 45. What will they get? They will get a pass 7. Put a comma. This is 35, and 35 is a pass 8, comma, this is a less, because this is our last number down, and this is now 34. What are they getting? These ones are getting of 9. Now, after all those numbers that are going to be used in our aggregates, we now close the brackets. Every number, all the number of brackets opened, the same number of brackets we close. So when you look at the number of brackets we have opened, this is 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So at the end we have to close 9 brackets. Those are our number of brackets. Then after we press the enter key, so automatically this is above 93. That's why we have aggregate 1. Still we are going to auto fill down to get the other aggregates down. Now we are not going to enter the formula again here. What we are going to do, we are going to copy this and we paste here, so we don't have to type everything. So we copy this and we come here and paste, like you've seen. We come here, we paste here, we paste. So we already now have our aggregates are basing on the if function, and that is what we do when we are dealing with search. There are other functions we can as well use instead of the if function. Among them we have the HLOOKUP, or we can also use the VLOOKUP. Those ones we'll talk about them in our next video. Now this is the formula as we have typed it. Let's do the same, we copy it. So this is our formula that we have put, or we have typed according to our aggregates. So it has to cater for all these in order to return the results as indicated in our formula. Now here we can now get our total aggregates since we already have them, and to get the total aggregates, of course we are going to add them. So we are going to add this number, this and this, such that we get the total aggregates, which will still be equals the sum and the numbers we have. We can use it, or we can just put a plus, or we say equals this number, we add it to this and this. So just press enter. So I've used this as another alternative, or we can use the other equals sum. It does also give us the same. So this one is our total aggregates. We still autofill down, and this is our total aggregates. That is how we get that according to the question. Then the other ones, we have the maximum, we have the minimum, the counter, and the count if. Let us still use them according to the question. Now around here we have these ones, and somewhere here we are looking at the highest score, we are looking at the lowest score, the number of students, the number of males, and the number of females. Now on these two, or on these three, we are going to use the counter and the count if to return their values from here. Now let us first get the highest score for each subject, and we'll come here and say equals max, which is a short form for maximum, and we'll get all the scores according to the students. Then we close the brackets, so this will be our total, our highest score. We copy it, paste here, come and put it here, and yes, so that is according to the highest in each subject. Then we have the lowest, we still say equals mean. We still select all these numbers and we close the brackets. So this is the lowest in English, and then the lowest in other subjects. Get to this, and yeah, so this is our lowest and the highest according to our formula. Then let us look at the number of students. Now, in order to count the number of students, yes, you can know the number of students by just counting them, but we have to use a formula to count the number of students. So in this case, we are going to use the counter to count those learners, and we will say equals counter. We open the brackets, and then the number of learners, we just select all the names and we close the brackets. So the number of learners according to the class, they are 10. You can also copy this, as we have been doing so. This is the formula. We have used it to count the number of learners in those who sat for the exam. Then we have the number of males. So the number of males, we are now going to use the count if. Count if looks at only a certain criteria that you're looking for. Like we are having their gender here, or their sex, meaning we are looking for the number of males and the number of females. So in this case, we are looking for those who are males. So to get that, we'll still say equals count. This time we put count if. If is because you're looking for a certain or a given condition, and you will still open the brackets, then range all those items. You put a comma, and the item we are looking for is M, which represents male. After this, we close and press enter. So this will give us the number of males. There are 4. Even when we count, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 males in that subgroup. Sorry, in that class. Just put it here for easy identification. Then we're having number of females. We still say equals count if the range of all the items and the range, comma, and this time we are dealing with females. So number of females, they are 6, and it is giving us now the total number as 10, because when we add this plus this, we get 10. So this is the number of females in class. Let's get this. So that is according to what the question is asking us to calculate, and we have calculated all, and we have used all our functions according to what the question requires us to do, and that is how we use how we calculate using these formulas according to the question. There are other functions you can use, like I told you, but you can visit the channel or my YouTube channel to download some of those videos that contains other functions, and you teach yourself, or you can watch them offline after downloading the video, such that you can be able to perform different, or you can be able to solve different problems basing on Microsoft Excel. Thank you very much for watching. Let me hope that you have learned something from this video, and don't forget please to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Computer Elites Uganda. You can download the videos and learn how to use Microsoft Excel, or even you can download database videos and you teach yourself. Thank you very much for watching. Let us meet next time. See you.